Hi, I'm Lisa. Welcome to my channel. This is my random recipes. These are the condiments. Today I'm starting in on the salad dressings. I hope you like blue cheese. I have 3 different blue cheese salad dressing recipes that I'm going to try today, and I make them side by side. I figure the best way to determine which one is the best or which one I like best is to try them out side by side. None of the recipes require any cooking today, so they should be fairly quick and easy to make. Even with all 3 recipes today, this all should go pretty quickly. The first 2 recipes are on this little piece of paper here. The third recipe is from my Meaty Gibbons cookbook. I remember years ago experimenting with Limburger cheese. I know what you're thinking, but it honestly is really quite delicious. I just had to keep it in a sealed jar in my refrigerator so the rest of my food didn't pick up the aroma. At that time, I made a blue cheese-like salad dressing from a recipe in one of my mom's cookbooks. And then later on, I went back to find it, and for the life of me, I could not remember which recipe it was. So I wrote down the 2 most likely candidates, and then I also got a third one just for good measure. I'm genuinely curious to see if any one of the recipes is really better than the other, but the only way to find out is to get to work. I'm here at my table today, and my table is covered with all kinds of ingredients. I had to get a little bit creative on what containers I could put them in. I started running out of souffle cups and custard cups to put them in, so I had to get a little bit creative. I'm going to start on recipe number 1. I'll turn this over and tip it down, and I'll bring in a bowl. This is number 1, and it's going to go together very quickly. This is 1/4 cup of blue cheese, and then 1/3 cup of cream, a 1/2 teaspoon of dry mustard, 1/3 cup vegetable oil, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. Okay, I'm just going to blend these together, whisk them together. So it's not the pure white type of dressing apparently that I'm used to seeing as a blue cheese dressing. Okay, give it another little stir. Now we're going to move on to number 2. I'll swing this over. Bring in another bowl. It looks good. All right, so number 2, 1 cup of vegetable oil, 1/4 cup of wine vinegar. It doesn't specify white or red. I'm kind of thinking since this is an older recipe, more than likely it would have been red wine vinegar. I don't know that white wine vinegar was a popular item back in the 50s and the 60s. 1 teaspoon of salt. It says white pepper to taste. That's this one. I didn't know really how much that would be, so I went with 1/4 teaspoon. Can always add more if I need it. 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. 1 teaspoon of sugar. 1/2 teaspoon of dry mustard. 1/4 pound of blue cheese. Now I'm going to just give this another whisk. This looks like kind of an oil and vinegar type of dressing with blue cheese added. Slide this over just a bit. Okay, number 3. Another bowl. Recipe number 3. This starts off with 1 cup of blue cheese, so quite a bit of blue cheese. 1/2 cup of sour cream. That's this here. I think this one's going to be more along the white type of salad dressing that we're used to seeing for blue cheese. A small amount of minced garlic. Again, I wasn't really sure how much to add. I went with a teaspoon. This is a fairly large recipe. Then 2 cups of mayonnaise. This is going to be a large recipe. Next is 2 tablespoons of sugar and 1/4 cup of vinegar. Now this one didn't specify what kind, so I went with white distilled vinegar, so it'd be the light color. So we're going to give this a whisk. Get this book out of the way. I don't want to get food on it. Yes, this looks more like the traditional white type of blue cheese dressing that we normally see. I'm going to try these one by one, starting with number 1. Seems like the logical place to start. I'm using baby carrots to taste test. Since the dressings are very different, let's use the same medium for eating the salad dressing. I'll turn this up so you can watch my reaction. A little more. It's very tangy. That's quite almost bitter. This one has some tanginess to it. Very sharp. Okay, that's number one. Number two, this is the one, kind of looks like an Italian dressing, not oil and vinegar. Another carrot. It's a little milder, not quite as sharp. It's definitely more of an oil vinegar type of consistency. I've got doggies knocking stuff over here. And number three, and this one looks more like the traditional blue cheese that we're used to seeing, white creamy. Another carrot, very creamy looking. It's really good. I like that one. Of the three, I definitely like the lighter creamy one. It's definitely more mellow. It's got more of a balanced flavor. Number two is more oily. The number one is definitely got a sharp tanginess to it. I think the white one, number three, has a more balanced kind of creaminess to it. It just have a tang from the blue cheese, not quite as sharp. I should be well supplied in blue cheese salad dressing for this coming week. I'm planning to take these to work with me tomorrow and conduct a bit of a blind taste test to see if my coworkers have a real preference. I will get back to you with results in a day or two after I post this video so that I can let you know what they decide. My coworkers are going to be my taste testers for the next several weeks. I have several different salad dressing recipes to try out for over the next few videos. I foresee a fair amount of salad in my future over the next few weeks. Guess what I'm having for dinner tonight? I will include the ingredients and the preparation for all three blue cheese salad dressings in the description below. If you have any questions or feedback for me, please feel free to reach out to me in the comments. I really do enjoy hearing from you. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. Thanks for joining me on my journey through the condiments. See you again next time. Bye.